Hello everyone, ItzzDivinity here with a quick guide on how to sim your gear. I'm making this guide right now because Mythic Plus and the new raid Castle Netja will be here soon in like a few days. So this guide is going to be about how to see if an item is actually an upgrade for you or not. Since we all know, for one item there are like 5 different items with all having different substats and all of those substats having a different amount of stats. So as you can see, knowing if an item is an upgrade for you or not is going to be quite a challenge. Anyway, let's head into the video. First, we're going to need to get some add-ons. That's because of the fact that we're going to use a third-party website called Raidbots, and without this add-on, we're not really going to be able to use the website. So the add-on itself is called simcraft, but how do you get this add-on? Well, I'm using a website called wowup.io in order to download like a little Windows add-on. So after you have that, you can go to get add-ons, then you search for simcraft, and after that you can see simcraft. You want to download this because we're going to need it, otherwise this is not going to work. After getting your add-on, you might want to restart World of Warcraft, because sometimes the game won't show if you actually have the add-on or not unless you have restarted the game. Okay, so you have it now. What do? Well, you type in /simc and you get this little box. In this little box, there's a lot of information that's not necessary for you, but it is for the website. So what are you going to do? Well, you're going to copy paste it. Then you go to Raidbots. After getting to this website, you can see there are little options that you can choose, like Top Gear, Quick Compare, and Stats Weights, Quick Sims, Advanced, Standard Compare, and Optimizer. I myself usually only use a couple of these. I use Top Gear, Gear Compare, and Stats Weights. Top Gear lets you compare the gear combinations that you have in your bag. Gear Compare lets you already compare an item that you don't have, but you might want to grind for it to see if it's actually an upgrade for you or not. And Stats Weights is what we're going to use in order to see what best substats are for you currently. First off, I'll be showing the Top Gear section. So you copied your information from the add-on, and then you just click on this bar and you copy paste it into here. As you can see, the website itself will show all the gear that I have currently equipped, but also other items. These are the items that I have in my bag, which I'm currently not using and might be an upgrade, who knows. Same thing goes for like enchants, for all your gear, also for your gems. They currently also updated it for your soulbind, so you can see which soulbind is actually the best for you. Same thing goes for the conduits for you. And also the talents. So maybe you want to change some talents around to see which one is better for what fight. And all the way down, you can also actually pick the options that you want to go for. Do you want to go for a patchwork fight? Do you want to go for a heavy cleave fight? Do you want light movement involvement as well? The amount of number of bosses you can decide. The length of the fight. I suggest to just leave the fight length on 5 minutes because that's the most accurate one of them all. But yeah, I'm going more back up. So I want to know if this trinket infinitely divisible ooze is actually an upgrade. Then I also log this one, because as you can see, iterations 50,000 out of 300,000, and there are 3 possible combinations. Then I click on Find Top Gear. Now we have to wait a little bit. This can take actually quite a while if the raid is actually out, because of the fact that a lot of people are doing this at that time. But right now, there's not that many people checking it out because Mythic Plus is not out, same with the raid. So we just have to wait a little bit. As you can see, it's almost done. It's now processing to see what is actually the best. There you go. Apparently, inevitable divisible ooze is actually an upgrade for me over the Dark Moon Fair trinket that I was using. And it's an upgrade of 57 DPS. So if I didn't have this add-on, who knows which one was better? Just a flat-out DPS gain from just simming real quickly which item in my bag is faster. And how long did this take me? Around 30 seconds. So now we're done with the Top Gear section. So what we do is go back to Raidbots. Now I'll go quickly over to see how Gear Compare works. So every time you switch an item in your inventory or like what you're wearing, you always want to go back into WoW, simc again, copy paste it, and then paste it back in. This is so all the information that you put in is as accurate as possible, because it won't update automatically if you put a different item in your gear set again, which wasn't in there before. But okay, so I got these gloves, Stone Fiend Sharpest Mitts. But I want to know if the Gory Surgeon's gloves are actually better for me, because it has different stats. Who knows? So what I do is go back to Gear Compare, click on item name, Gory's. Well, as you can see, it's already in here. It always automatically sets it to the lowest item level. So I want to know how good it is at 184 item level. I put in the item level I want. And also the enchant. Well, for me, it's not that big of a difference because of the fact it's strength and I'm an intellect user, so I just leave it on no enchant. And as you can see, same things with simulations options again, with the fighting style, number of bosses, fight length. And you just click compare items again. Then you have to wait again. As you can see, it's a little bit longer now. So I'll be tuning in again the moment it's done. Alright, so it's done loading. As you can see, the other gloves, the Gory Surgeon's gloves, are actually a 3 DPS loss, because the top is always what you're currently wearing. So if it was going to be better, it was going to be above me. But as you can see, it's minus 3 DPS, so it's not worth it to farm it. Of course, I'm over-exaggerating right now with only a 3 DPS loss, but sometimes an item, especially for trinkets and for weapons, or a helmet, chest piece, and legs, because they have really big stats, you kind of want to gear compare it or like top gear it in order to see which one is going to be better, because of the fact that how stats just work in this game. And then I want to go over the final part of this video. That's going to be the stats weight. As you can see, there's a box again. You just copy paste your information in it. Same thing with simulations options again. Which style do you want? Kind of number of bosses and the fighting style. Well, generate stat weights. As you can see, I'm going to need to wait again. So I'll be back in a second. Okay, so I'm done waiting. And now we're at the final part of stat weights. As you can see, this is currently the stats weights for my mage. What does this mean? Well, 1 intellect means a DPS upgrade of 2.4. So if there's an item that has 10 more intellect on it, it will increase my DPS by 24. As you can see down here as well, 1 point of intellect will increase your DPS by 2.4. The same thing goes for versatility, mastery, critical strike, and haste. So as you can see, my best substats for now are both versatility and mastery. So I kind of want to focus on getting versatility and mastery substats on my pieces of gear. But I must warn you guys as well, don't be like, okay, I simmed once, now I know I always want to go for intellect, versatility, mastery pieces of gear. Each time you switch an item that you currently have with a new item that you just got, your stats weights will be different as well. Because you're going to have a different amount of versatility again, mastery, crit, and haste. So if you really want to keep up to date on, okay, what stats are the best for me, you always want to sim your gear again after you get an upgrade. Of course, one piece won't be like, okay, I need haste out of nowhere compared to versatility, but it will shift things around. So I do recommend, after you have like 3 or 4 new items or something like that, to just sim again and see what stats are the best for you now. Because it actually is very important for certain classes to hit a soft cap for a certain kind of stat. Think about versatility or mastery, crit, or haste. Before I end this video, I quickly want to mention hero damage as well, because this is a website for all World of Warcraft classes with a lot of information on how good something can be for your class. As you can see, they have for soulbinds, for legendaries, for the trinkets, for the races, and also for different talent combinations. But I just quickly want to mention the trinkets. As you can see, there are a lot of trinkets in this game. So you don't really know which one is going to be the best. But you can usually be, okay, the first 5 on this list are really strong for you. So what you can do in order to see how good it actually is for you, you can be like, okay, I see Imperial Ordnance is really strong for me. I go to Raidbots, copy paste my information again, go to item name, type in the trinket. I cannot type it. Imperial Ordnance. Set item level again to which item level you desire. Right now we can only get it 184. Put 184. As you can see, there are 2 different trinket slots. I want to know which of the trinket is going to be replaced, so I'm going to add it another time. Because if I don't, I have to sim twice, so I might as well just put both of them in to see which one it will replace. And then compare items again. And then you wait again. But basically, that's how you can sim your gear. And yeah, I hope this was helpful. And that was already the end of this video. So if you did learn something out of it, please leave a like and subscribe. If you still have any questions, feel free to comment them down below. I will try to go over each and every one of them. I will also leave all the links that you need for this in the video description down below as well. Anyway, that was it, and have a good day. Bye bye.